What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another war recap video. We have here Schlitzes versus Dark Looters for a CWL playoff match. Dark Looters came away with the victory 105 to 103. Schlitzes did have the upper hand on percent, 88.3 to 87.82. You might ask yourself why so low, both percent on stars. No, just full disclosure, things like this happen where their breakdown was supposed to be 416 fill. Unfortunately, Dark Looters spun with an extra Town Hall 10. So if we take a look at number 21 right here, it was 417 fill. But mistakes happen. It is what it is. So how we rectified that was one Town Hall 10 would not get hit at all, and no two Town Hall 10 hits would not happen from Dark Looter's side. And then for Schlitzes, one Town Hall 9 would be unhit, and then of course two Town Hall 9 hits would be quote swagged or not used. I'm looking for hunters. Oh, whatever. It's the war's done. That'll be hunters right here. So it basically cancels them out. So with that out of the way, that it kind of counts for the score and the percent. However, here's the real story. They came away with the victory, and how it came down was, you guys can see it in the final 30-minute video. It was quite exciting. Schlitzes actually almost won it, but it was Dark Looters' war to lose. If you take a look at the dip game, you have Schlitzes here being perfect, 6 for 6, and at the very end went for stars reasons, went for two 11 on 11 threes. One was successful, one was not. 93%. That would have been the game winner, even if it got the Town Hall and just got that 2-star, they would have won on percentage breaker. That's how close this was. So then you take a look at the other side. The Dark Looters was perfect on their dips, 8 for 8. They did not have a single 10 on 10 Town Hall 3. I'm sorry, 10 on 10 3-star. And if you take a look over at Schlitzes, we do have one. We'll take a look at that. And if we scroll down a little bit more, unfortunately, for whatever the reason might be, we were not able to coordinate all our Town Hall 10 attacks. We did leave one on the table. However, Dark Looters won this just outright. Great war, both sides. Let's take a look at the defenses right here. I mean, because this is what won the war, in my opinion. You take a look at the 10v11 right here from Dark Looters versus Schlitzes. They were 4 for 8. They're 50%. That's respectable. You take a look at Schlitzes versus Dark Looters 10v11, and it's ugly. It's just ugly. It's 1 for 2, 5, 11, 1 for 20, folks. Or 1 for 19. Maybe, yeah, 1 for 19. 10v11. That's what lost the war. Simple as day. You know, base defense for Schlitzes, and the 10v11 game for Schlitzes as well. So, great war. Congratulations to Dark Looters. They're going on to the finals. I wish them the best of luck. I can't wait to see them in action. Hope they go just as far. Could we be looking at a repeat? Who knows? Let's take a look at the last at the attacks with this, because that's basically what the story was. Let's look at the 10v11, the only one that was able to be mustered here. There was a lot of Valkyrie and Loon combination. My personal opinion with the Earthquake and the Wall Breakers, you know, when you're doing 10v11, the goal usually is just keep it simple. The least amount of spell usage for maximizing on troop ratio, as well as phased attacks, you know, like a walk versus a BK bowler funnel, and then you do a dive, you know, as opposed to like you send everything simultaneously at once. Yeah, I find that the simplistic of the plans usually do the best. The more action parts you have, whether it be a wall breaker usage, earthquake usage, funnel usage, the more likely it's not going to obtain it. However, Ren right here does a pretty nice plan using the earthquake, which you rare and randomly see on 10v11 game. He wall breakers in here, brought enough of them, but just a fair play amount. Got bowlers coming in, BK leading the way to almost act as a tank as well. It keeps the queen away from the Hound Loon so that he maximizes the DPS she'll do specifically and primarily out of the ability being used, and that's what that is for the percent, as the Bowler BK combination and the Rage should bring down the Town Hall, which they do, and then he just comfortably gets the rest of the double on the left-hand side with the percentage. Nice job, Ren. We'll go to ×4. Nothing but finishing touches here. Bounce out. Let's take a look at the only 10 on 10 of the war. And that's the one that, unfortunately, was included by in That's right, I said in Ross 2.0 going in on Dennis. Doing a, looks like healer combination with a Bowler Witch attack. Healer on the outside here. I missed how many there were on the opening, but he keeps the queen on the left side, which will not aggro the CC at all to maximize the DPS she provides. And then he keeps the healer squad portion on the bottom half to try to sustain some parts. Rage double jump in. Great value with the rage reach of those bowlers. I mean, just tremendous value, folks. So much winning in the core, so much winning. Nice rage going down right here. Ability already used. BK is done, but he's got some healthy bowlers helping out a little bit with the bounce, and then uses the skeleton to help distract some things so that the witches can then start getting a healthy ratio of Zolari's getting out in front to distract the hound while they kind of hang back, which basically complements the rest of this. Queen on the left side, and then witches on the bottom side. If you go to ×2, you can see pretty much what's happening here, because he's still holding on to the queen ability to guarantee this 3-star, while the hound watches in disbelief as it pees on the witch in the middle. Nice job, Ross 2.0. We'll go to ×4 here, and then let's get down into the 9 on 9 action, because we're all done with that sweet, dirty 10 on 10 action, and there was not a lot of it this war. I'm going to go all the way down here to do my man Thunderstrike. I will put the link to his description and featured in the clan channel on the top right of the homepage. You can check him out. He does some pretty awesome content. There was a 10v11 strategy of basically a Lalo, and I've been there before. He recently put that out. It's quite interesting. I have found myself being cooking a Lalo 10v10 army, waiting for an FC, and then 11's there, and so I end up just being bored and using my 10v10 army, Lalo based on a 10v11 attempt, and I have found that you can get quite, you know, some pretty sustained successes that way, which is odd. He done the 10v11 strategy video and has that on his channel. Go check that out. It's quite interesting, and there was a few attempts of that in this war. As we take a look at this right here, with the queen walk going on, she's going to walk the left side of the base, going to get an air defense. The queen looks like she's going to be queen popped. If anything, the walk is a bit long developing, so we'll go to ×2. With the air defense down and only 3 remaining. Nice flow for his Lalo portion of this, opening up the walls so that he can ensure that he keeps his walk going and maximize with value, as once they get into here, he can get the pivotal targets that are important for the Lalo portion, such as the CC, air defense, and queen, before he gets stuck on the town hall and elixir storage, which is nothing but a time waste. So once he got that done, with the CC out, queen out of the picture, sweeper out of the way, he can then stay behind the sweeper, haste in those loons on the far left, basically bum rush that wizard tower, then sneak it behind, because, you know, he's just gangster like that, on the sweeper, so that the sweeper never knew what was hitting him. He's got minions and lava pups behind cleaning up. I mean, there really was no doubt. Really sexy queen walk Lalo here at Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike! Thunder! Anyway, let's take a look at some more beer runs. We're going to look at some Grundinator attacks, guys. I'm at 6 Schlitzes. Grundinator is here. He just went 8 shit. Yeah, he went 8 shit. Like 6 for 7 fresh with the Grundinator attacks. So we'll take a look at some of those. Pick your poison. I'm just going to go blindly because I know they're all the same attack. We'll look at Quantum Grund doing the, on number 34, Jonas here, part of the Jonas Brothers. I'm sure that he's enjoying his retirement playing Clash of Clans here. Quantum Grund doing a Queen Walk Grundinator. I love this attack. Absolutely do. He likes to do his attack with a heal involved. I like to do mine with a jump. But his is, I mean, 6 for 7, and the 7th one that didn't go according to plan was really more of the fault of AI randomness than it was the base. That just tells you how much of an expert and gangster he is with the own attack that he has perfected. He's recently been on Cleric Dragon's YouTube channel as well, talking about this attack that he's been doing for almost a year and a half. Really like it. I love it. I haven't done it in a long time, so it was really nice to see an abundance of it in this war. And I'm going to show you a variation that is I call it, they've called it the Terminator attack or something like that. It's pretty funny. So we'll show us a variation of that, which is more Valk heavy. I like it. And there was also another beer run of that. There's that P.E.K.K.A. It's just a sick attack. It's really hard to defend, but with the base meta shifting with air defenses all on one side, it really makes this attack really easy to do. If you can stick to the fundamentals of a walk, funneling Valkyries and bowlers at the same time in the P.E.K.K.A., which are quite difficult troops to funnel, but if you can do that effectively, if you really have a good eye for that, this should be your best friend. We'll go to '2. As you guys can tell, they were all fresh. I mean, the Town Hall 9 fresh game was pretty on point. It was, in summation of the war recap, though, it was quite an even trade as far as percentage, 9v9. If you would argue splitting hairs, I'm not sure which one had better percentage overall, but in I believe altogether both sides did quite well, 9v9s. I want to look at the Terminator attack here. Who was next? Tum Tum. On 25. Valk heavy 7 with healers. This was not a fresh attack, as we saw it was a cleanup. This was a quite a nice, interesting design. Although you can get, looking at this, the Queen line right there, you can get 2 air defenses, the Queen, the CC on the walk, and then end on the sweeper. But you would end up, if you cross Lalo the base, fighting the sweeper along the way. Tum Tum here decides to just go with a walk, and then with, Valkyrie heavy. I believe you would consider this a Valk heavy or Velar attack. Sorry for the edit here. I did have just notifications are driving me bananas. Shame on me. Need to take the own advice that I gave Bisectatron, who also did not turn off notifications when he's doing a live attack. I feel his pain there. Especially the YouTube comment ones. Oh my gosh, it's bananas. Nice walk here, getting to, like as I mentioned, 2 air defenses on the angle coming in. Not quite a Velar attack, it's more of a BK walk attack. If you notice that on the left side, Valkyrie's coming in right behind it as they sandwich together. No P.E.K.K.A. with this one. Bowlers behind, Raging coming through, using the aggro line of the Queen to basically direct his just massive DPS army here under Rage, wrecking freaking face. That's really what that is. The only thing that I would nitpick about this that was really unfortunate, you could see the Queen hang back, not maximizing the value there. She actually saw a shiny object on the lava wall, and she did her thing that only Queens can do, which is shoot walls. Like, get at me, son. That's a wall. No, y'all go ahead. I'm going to hang out with this wall. That's what the Queen said with this attack. Valkyrie's circling the base, but he has a ranged troop with the bowlers. Really nice that he's got the skeletons that basically redirect, going for the healers. I guess to basically give something for the Queen to shoot other than the wall. We'll go to ×2 because he does have a rage remaining. Was not fighting the clock, and there's not a lot of threats with this. With the healers right behind, he still has a baby dragon and a wizard. I mean, those Valkyries just melt. He has so many of those Valkyries remaining with the healers now switched onto them. They just melt through a wall and then get supported with the BK 30 punch there. And then, of course, a wizard as well. Just, you know, basically manhandling the base. Really love that Tum Tum. All right, let's bounce out of this. For the last attack, let's see if we can't find something that's not Grenadinator, although he did so great with those. Let's see if we can't find someone that's not also doing a witch slap, because there was some of that. Zed, let's look at you, man. Fresh hit as well. Doing a quad, double jump, Gobolo. 2 of the 4 golems right away as part of the initial kill squad push. Gonna get a ton of value from that using, I believe, 7 of his 11 wizards. They start to split on him. He uses down his 3rd golem. And I like how the patient of not dropping that jump into the air defense went down at the 12 o'clock position, guaranteeing the funnel of everybody pushing in towards the base. If anything, he needs to get down this archer tower right here to really ensure that the funnel takes place and nobody aggroes over to the gold storage right here. And once you see that happening, as long as this gold storage stays up, then the, well, that one didn't work out because that's what bowlers do, son. Then they should all stay in. He loses 2 of his bowlers from the CC coming in. Double jump under rage, then heals them back up. It gets lucky with the bowlers that do decide to reroute into the heal as well, and get some value from that. Poison down onto the CC, which now melts the hound and softens it up a little bit, and then delays the rate of attack over the queen and the pups as well. Stu having 9 loons for basically the satellite defenses remaining once the air defense is down, which is about to happen right here. Queen ability guarantees the queen at the top, although he probably and does save it right there. Nice job. He's got just a few ground things onto the mortar, which has a blind spot. Really nice scouting right there. Having a 1 troop for 1 defense trade already planned out with that hog. It's really sexy. Go to ×2. He loses some of his loons, but he still has the queen ability. And all the troops end in different spots of the map, which only help the cleanup a portion of this raid. Nice job, man. Really like this, Zed. We'll go to ×4. And that'll do it for this recap video of 6 Schlitzes versus Dark Looters CWL playoff round. It wasn't a match. It was as close as people would have anticipated it to be, but the war did not transpire the way anybody would have predicted or finished. Great job to the people over in the family at 6 Schlitzes. Again, good luck to Dark Looters in the future and the rest of your CWL season and into the conference finals. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.